Hello there. I am a veteran. I am a veteran of the U.S. Coast Guard, served 20 years in that service, retiring as a Senior Chief Petty Officer. I am also the Chief Operating Officer for the Veterans Yoga Project. This is a phenomenal nonprofit that is on a mission to support recovery and resilience among our veterans, their families, and our communities. Today I am in sunny Southern California at Joshua Tree National Park, home to two spectacular desert ecosystems, that of the Colorado Desert System and that of the Mojave Desert System. Visitors here can experience natural gardens of creosote bush and numerous types of cactuses. You can also wander among the soaring rock formations that are surrounding me here. Our partners at the NPCA work to protect this spectacular landscape from incompatible developments, so we thank them for their service in that mission. If you would like to learn more about how to protect our desert ecosystems, visit the website we provide at the end of this video. So thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be about a 15 to maybe 30-minute yoga practice, and I invite you to grab some hydration. I grab a block or a strap or whatever you might need in order to facilitate your practice. Thank you so much, and I will meet you on your mat in Child's Pose. As you sink down into your child's posture, I'd like you to bring your knees nice and wide, maybe even mat width distance, and let your hips, your buttocks head towards the heels, and then bring your body down onto the mat or the floor, wherever you might be practicing today. And from our starting point, we want to just breathe here. So take some nice deep inhales and exhales. Part of the yoga practice is to learn to take command of your autonomic nervous system via the breathing. So your quality of your life is largely dependent upon how you capture and take in the oxygen in a full capacity, and then on the reverse, you let it all go. This is how we learn to stay in the zone of tolerance. We're not in fight or flight, and we're more in the rest and digest phase. Consider rolling your chin from shoulder to shoulder. This kind of opens up your neck bones a little bit. And now from here, bring your head back to the center. Let's come what we come to tabletop position. Tabletop pose is where your hands are directly underneath the shoulders, your knees are underneath the hips. Fingers are spread nice and wide, so you distribute the weight of your body over a greater distance, so there's not as much strain in the joints. And now we take a look up to the sky here for cow-facing pose. Breathe in, and on exhale, we're going to pull in through chin and chest. Cat pose. And now inhale, change. Lift the tail, lift the head, look up. Exhale, cat pose. Pull it in. One more set. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round, hollow, chin, chest. Now bring the spine back to the neutral position here. I'd like you to send your right foot back and behind you so it's off the mat. And we're going to take our left hand and extend it forward. Pull the pit of the belly in to reduce the sway in the low back. And we stretch in two opposite directions. Contact points are the shin, the top of the left foot and the left knee, and the right hand is firmly underneath the right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in, and 3 times left elbow, right knee. Pull it in, core work, extend. Number 2, bring it in, just warming up here, and now extend. That's your second extension. Bring it in for the 3rd time, and then re-extend. And now from here, we're going to take our right heel towards the tailbone, and with the left hand, we're going to grab the top of the left foot. Now arch the spine a little bit. You kick into the right hand with the left hand with the right foot, and maybe look up and forward, or you could take a look over your left shoulder. Okay, we're going to release, extend down through the right foot, left hand, and set it back down. We'll do the left side here. Send the left leg out, extend through the right arm. Belly to spine, Uddiyana Bandha, pull it in, and 3 times. Elbow to knee, 1, extend, 2, extend, 3rd, re-extend. Now take the left heel towards your left butt cheek, and with the right hand we take the top of the foot. Okay, release the left foot to the back, right arm extends forward, and then we'll sit down back to all fours, downward facing dog. Take the hips up to the sky and start to pedal your feet back and forth. Just want to bring a little bit of opening here into the body. You can consider bending the knees deeply. We just want to get some blood flow moving into the joints, the hip sockets, and we slowly start to internally heat the body so the muscles can react, so they can stay stable, and so we can move toxicity out of the body. Okay, we're going to come back to a still downward facing dog. You want to soften the knees, push the floor away, push the mat away, wrap the triceps towards one another, drop the head towards the back of the mat. Chest is melting towards the upper thighs. Step forward to the top for Ragdoll Pose. Here we want to keep our feet roughly hip-width distance or 2 fists. Bend the knees softly, and then we'll take our hands to the elbow. You drop your head so the top of the head is towards the floor, and your head is loose, so the weight of the own head is exerting the gravity towards the earth, which lengthens the spine. Set the backs of the hands on the floor, and we're slowly going to roll up to mountain pose. This is where your body comes up. You're stacking each bone one at a time. And then when the head gets above the shoulders, then you send the arms up and reach up. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. We call this standing forward fold. Hands to the floor, to the mat, to the earth. Halfway lift and lengthen. You want a flat back. Exhale, high plank. You're going to step back to a push-up pose. It's a push-up pose. Take a nice big breath in and reverse push-up. You're slowly lowering all the way down to the earth. When you get there, untuck the toes, and then tops of the feet to the floor. Arch your spine up. We call this cobra pose. So like a cobra snake, you're pulling the chest up and forward. Hands are alongside the rib cage. Elbows are tucked in. And maybe lift your eye gaze up a little bit. And release. Relax totally. And we're going to come back to child's pose. Knees split wide, big toes to touch. Sit your hips onto the heels. Forehead to the floor.
I'm a long, long way from it's a long,
tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Step forward, top of the mat. Ragdoll pose. But we're going to take Ragdoll pose with the hands behind you, clasped together. Interlace, interlock the fingers, palms together, keep the knees soft, halfway lift, belly to spine. Fold forward, take the hands away from your low back. You're rinsing out the shoulders by pulling the palms together, not apart. Drop the head, maybe shake the head around. From here, you're going to release your left hand in front of your left toes. Take the right arm up towards the sky. Your left leg is bent, your right leg is straight, and maybe turn your head and look at the right thumb, only if it feels okay. It's a choice. You do not have to, of course. Standing forward fold, you're going to drop your right hand down, chin to the chest, and we'll go to the other side. Right hand stays in front of the right toes, left arm up to the sky. Turn your head, right leg bends, left leg straightens out. Left hand to the floor, to the mat, to the earth, drop in and roll up to mountain pose. Take the arms above the head, reach up towards the sky. Stretch up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Now this time when the hands touch the earth, take your left foot to the back of the mat, set your left knee down onto the floor, and we're going to take the arms up. This is called modified low lunge. Right knee is tracking forward. It's fine in this position if your knee goes past the ankle. And we'll take one breath in, and then on the exhale, we'll set the hands down, shift your hips back. You're gonna flex the toes towards your face. Bending back into the right leg, you're gonna send your left leg up for standing vertical splits. Gentle please. Left leg lifts. Drop the head down. Standing forward fold, left foot to the floor. 2 feet together, we roll up to mountain pose. Extend the arms up, above the head, reach up. Contract the quads, breathe in, exhale, forward fold. When the hands touch the earth this time, we take our right foot to the back, set the right knee down, and raise the arms up for modified lunge, left foot forward. Exhale the hands to the floor, shift your hips back and fold over the left leg. Modified, forward fold over the left leg. Bend back into the left leg. Vertical splits, right leg to the sky. Remember, vertical splits doesn't have to be all in, right? You can be gentle in this pose. Standard forward fold, right foot to the mat, arms up to the sky. Mountain pose, then extend the arms above the head. Breathe in, exhale, forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Top of a plank pose. One more time, reverse push-up all the way down to the floor. Bhujangasana, otherwise known as Cobra Pose. Lift and arch, lift and arch. Chin to the floor, curl the toes underneath, push up. Quads contract, push up. Downward facing dog, you're gonna take your right leg off the floor for three-legged dog. One time, knee to the nose, pull the knee to the nose, round and dome the spine. Three-legged dog, right leg opens up to the sky, and then you peel your hip open. So peel the right hip, stack it over the left. You can make little circles with the knee and ankle joint if you like. Re-extend the right leg, and you're gonna step forward. From here, you're gonna take a breath in, shift forward, and on the exhale, you're gonna fold over your right leg. Okay, we're gonna re-bend back into the right leg. Step forward, left foot to the right, halfway lift and lengthen your body. Breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, breathe out. When the hands touch the floor, touch the earth, you're gonna lift and lengthen halfway up. Step back, high plank. Low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog, left leg lifts. Open your left hip up. Stay in your body and stay in your breath. See what you see, feel what you feel, experience what you experience. Re-extend the left leg, and one time we're going to bring the knee to the nose. Pull it in. Round and dome the spine. Three-legged dog, left leg comes back and up. Step through with your left foot. This is called runner's lunge, and then you're gonna inhale, look forward, shift forward, and on the exhale, you're gonna shift your hips back in splits. Re-bend into the left leg. Step forward to the top of the mat, right foot to left. Halfway lift and lengthen, please. Exhale, team bow. Rise up, mountain pose, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Now here comes the change. Let's take your left foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, and then we'll come into high crescent lunge. Send the arms up. Take a breath in, reach up, and on the exhale, come to power lunge position. Send the arms behind you, crown of the head forward. See if you can lift your hands up with the palms facing down to integrate the shoulders into the back. And we'll come to warrior two pose. Your left heel spins flat, your arms extend out over the mat. It's okay if you track your left toes in a little bit. You could also keep your back foot parallel, no problem. I'm going to take your right knee and sink it forward, extend and externally rotate the thighs. Okay, we're going to do something called reverse triangle. You're going to straighten your right leg. You're going to send the right arm up so you feel the energy coming up and out of the right hip, and you feel a nice compression on your left rib cage. Extend. And we'll come into side angle lunge. We bend into the right leg, forearm to the thigh. Send the left arm over your ear. Turn open and release. High plank to low plank. You can even spice it up by keeping the right foot lifted. We're going to inhale to upward facing. And on the exhale, we come to downward facing dog. I'd like you to bend your knees very deeply. And on the exhale, float forward. Softly land. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Now remember, here we take our right foot back to the runner's lunge position. And we come to high lunge position. Extend the arms up. Deep breath in, power lunge. Take the hands behind you. Remember, arms are coming together, hands are coming up towards the sky to integrate the shoulder, crown of the head forward. Warrior two, up and around, right heel spins flat. Seal the deal with the right heel. Send the arms out. Scoop the tailbone underneath, sink into the left knee. Strong in the arms. They're like wings. They're like oars out over the body, out over the mat that steadies the body better. Reverse your triangle. We come up and out of the left hip. We really stretch out of that left side. Side angle lunge. We bend into the left knee. Set the forearm on the left thigh. Right arm extends up. And runner's lunge to low plank. Send the left foot back. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We deeply bend the knees right away and we float forward. Soft land, lift and lengthen, and we come to a chair pose. Sit down, squeeze in center line, send the arms up. Stand up to the hands with the heart center, breathe out. Inhale, arms to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant your palms, step, float, or jump back. Low plank. Inhale to upward facing. And we'll come to down dog. And with your right foot, please take your right foot to the outside of your right wrist. And we're going to set the left knee down onto the floor. So your hands are on the inside of the right foot. Feel the front of the hip getting the stretch, sinking into the right hip. I tent my fingertips to make it a little more sustainable. So if you're pile driving your heels of the hands, try not to do that. Use your tented fingertips. We take our right arm, extend it forward. We're going to take your right arm up and back behind you, and you're going to reach your right hand towards your left foot. And from here, we're gonna bring our right hand back to the inside of the right foot, curl your left toes underneath. We come to extended side angle. Spin the left heel flat, right hand is down, and the left arm comes up. From here, we rise to Warrior Two. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Reach your right arm out in front, hand to the shin, hand to the inside or the outside of the foot, or to a block, or whatever yoga gear you have available to you. Okay, we're gonna release and we're gonna come all the way up, pivot the right toes, parallel out the feet, hands behind your back, palm to palm grip. You're gonna inhale, lift the heart, and fold in. Take the hands away from the sacrum, drop the crown towards the floor. Release the hands to the mat, pivot the right toes, runner's lunge. From here we step forward, left foot to the right, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your butt down, send the arms up. Hands to heart center, stand up, close out. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, lift and lengthen, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to upward facing. Come to down dog, and as you do, you're gonna send the left leg up. Left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Now from here, remember I have the fingertips tented to make it a little more manageable. I use the fingers as mini blocks, by the way. Right knee sets down. Right knee sets down. Now from here, we take our left arm forward. And then we take the left arm up, and we reach behind and point your left fingertips towards your right foot. Get into the hips. Sink down a little bit more if you can manage. Okay, we're gonna take the left hand back to the inside of the left foot. Here the toes are curled underneath and we come into extended side angle. So the right knee lifts, right heel spins flat. Left hand is already on the floor. If that's not manageable, then you lift up and you place the forearm on the left side for the modified side angle lunge. Whatever's good for you, take that and work with it. Yoga meets you where you are. You don't meet yoga. From here, we come up to Warrior Two. Extend the arms out. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Triangle pose, we're gonna send the left arm out and take the right arm up. And release. Coming back up, left toes pivot, take the hands behind you, hands into the hip points, push the hips forward, and to arch the spine, keep pulling the shoulder blades together. Go back. Fold in. When your head becomes lower than the heart, take the hands to the outsides of the feet. Cup and grab the heels, maybe. Okay, you're gonna release the hands from underneath the feet. Runner's lunge, you're gonna face forward. Now from here, we're just gonna step to the top of the mat and we're gonna lie down onto our back. Feet together and we come down onto our back. Hug the knees into the chest. This, hug the right. I like to take my left hand to my left hip to try to keep the left hip down. And then from here, into the chest, hug it in. In. Left to the left. Cross midline and take your drishti and look to the left. And release, coming back to the center. Now from here, grab the backs of the thighs. I just want you to come to position. We're going to do a seated forward fold. So with your sits bones firmly into the mat, take the hands up to the sky with the arms up and the feet out in front of you and fold in. We take the hands to the feet, so whatever is accessible for you. Bend your knees a ton. Bend your knees a ton if that's what you need to. And you're working into flattening the spine, so you keep your chin lifted, bending the knees. Hamstring stretch is secondary here. Primary, I'd like you to think about stretching your spine, especially the low back muscles. And release, coming back up. From this position, I'd like you to go into a false Padmasana, or it's a butterfly pose position. Bring the soles of the feet together, and you pull the heels in towards the body. And I take my thumbs, I bring them into the inner arch. I take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, pry the thighs apart gently by pushing the elbows into the insides of the thighs. And release. Bring your knees together. Wrap your arms in front of your shins, hug it in. And then making your way into a comfortable seated position. Lotus and half lotus, Padmasana, or you can do whatever campfire style position is good for you. I like to sit on my shins sometimes. So here we're going to end our class in just a couple of minutes of silence here, slowing down the chatter of the brain by focusing on your breathing. And I like to do and teach something called box breathing. It's a 4-count breath. It's very simple. You count in and you breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold at the top, and then you exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom, and then it's an inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes down and then listen to my voice. Empty out your lungs and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue that breathing pattern, counting silently to yourself for just another minute or two. And very gently float the hands to the center of your chest, palms together, and then thumbs pull in towards the heart center. I'd like you to bring and conjure up a gratitude practice, something that feels like it's really, really worthy and it's a piece of your flourishing life. Call that into your mind's eye. Lock it in. And very gently open up your eyes, look up towards whatever device you're looking on. In yoga, we use the word namaste, which means the light in me honors the light in you, or the teacher in me honors the teacher in you. So for that, I am super grateful for you checking in today. And this beautiful place that I'm practicing in Joshua Tree, is a very special place. I hope you take the time maybe to come here and visit. Thank you so much for joining today. Please support the Veterans Yoga Project in the National Parks by visiting both our websites and a Veterans Yoga Project teacher or to a national park. Thank you so much.